Life isn't always fair to you. Sometimes, just when you think you're moving forward calmly and steadily, toxic people suddenly appear in your path. It's as if their very existence serves only one purpose: to pull you out of balance, drain your energy, and leave you as restless and exhausted as they are. And you begin to ask yourself, why is all this weight on me? What did I do wrong? But the truth is, the mistake isn't yours. The problem is, there are far too many things in this world that want to break your inner strength. But here's the good news. Neutralizing this poison is a skill, a learnable, practicable skill. And today, together, we're going to learn it. I'm here not just to show you how to protect yourself from toxic people, but to share with you how to preserve your inner peace, how to take command of your emotions, and how to stand firm without handing your power to anyone else. This is not just another video. This could be the first step to living a deeper, stronger, and more meaningful life. What follows will challenge your thinking, shake your core, and awaken your silent strength. And these ideas, just maybe, will mark the point where you stop being the same person you were yesterday. Like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel so we can keep growing on this journey together. Your support matters, and it's what helps us continue sharing valuable content like this. We all have people in our lives who make us feel strange. We don't feel fully comfortable around them. We can't quite be ourselves. When we speak, we feel anxious. When we stay silent, we feel guilty. These people might be close friends, family members, or even those we see regularly in daily life. And the most dangerous part is we often can't clearly see what they're doing, because toxic people don't always show themselves openly. The Stoics used to say, "The evil of others should not corrupt your inner peace." What disturbs you is not their presence, but the power you give to their presence. So how do you recognize toxic people? They constantly complain. They're never satisfied. They feel better by putting others down. They minimize your joy, dismiss your success, and often control you through guilt. Being around them is like carrying an invisible weight on your shoulders. So what should you do? Step 1, recognize it. Not every relationship is meant for you. Not every closeness is sincere. If you constantly feel like you have to defend yourself when you're around someone, that's not sincerity. That's a connection draining you. Step 2, set boundaries. Many people misunderstand this. They think setting boundaries means being cold or prideful. But in reality, boundaries are a form of self-love and self-protection. It's like saying, "I accept you, but I won't let your negativity into my space. I hear you, but I have a right to feel safe too." Sometimes cutting ties with toxic people isn't easy, especially when it's a family member, a close friend, or a colleague. But you have the power to redefine the relationship. If you're not obligated to speak, don't. If you're not obligated to respond, stay silent. If every interaction makes you feel worse, don't justify it. Create distance, because at the end of the day, your peace is your responsibility, and no one is worth losing that for. Ask yourself, do I feel better or worse after meeting this person? If the answer is worse, then this person is not enriching your soul. They are draining you. Sometimes stepping away from a relationship doesn't mean solving a problem. Sometimes it's the only way to protect yourself. And remember, the people you allow into your life shape who you become. If you have many toxic people around you over time, you start carrying their energy too, becoming anxious, closed off, or struggling with trust issues. This means you are drifting away from your true self. Keep this lesson in mind. Choose those who lift you up, not those who bring you down. Choose those who understand you, not those who silence you. Because the people around us can either be a bridge to our inner strength or a barrier. The things we cannot control in life are often the most exhausting. Knowing this, we still fight them every day. Why? Because when we try to change what we cannot, we drain our own power there. And this is one of the deepest and most subtle injustices we do to ourselves. Stoics simplify life. They say, events unfold on their own. If something is outside your control, don't burden yourself with it. If it is within your control, work on it. This idea gives both freedom and strength, because in that moment you realize You cannot stop the wind, but you can choose how to steer your sails. Let's look at some concrete examples. Someone unfairly criticizes you. Your old self would immediately respond. Try to prove yourself, get angry. But the Stoic approach says, that is their opinion. I do not define my worth by what they say. There is injustice at work, and you try to fix it, but nothing changes. Your old self would worry day and night, get upset, and keep it bottled inside. But the Stoic view is, if I cannot change this situation, I can choose how to behave within it. This mindset can change your life because it gives you emotional freedom. It makes you a conscious being, not a reactive one. You focus not on what happens outside, but on your inner world. Here's a simple practice. Take a situation that bothers you. Do you have control over that person? Do you have the power to change that event? Are you responsible for the outcome? If the answer is no, then learn to let go with calmness. And letting go is not defeat. On the contrary, it is growth. Because in reality, every unnecessary burden you release creates space inside you. And that space is an opportunity to return to yourself and rebuild. Remember, people may not change. Events may not go as you expect, but you can always choose to remain calm. And this choice does not make you weak, it makes you a hero. Daily life is designed to pull you away from calmness. Countless challenges come to test you. People try to provoke you, throw words at you and drag you down to their level. Sometimes a single word, a look or a gesture can ruin your entire day. But pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, will I choose my reaction now or will I respond automatically? This is a very important question because life is not about what happens to you. Life is about how you respond to what happens. Extinguish the fire inside you and don't let others use their fire against you. Someone criticizes you, angers you, or treats you disrespectfully. If you respond by sinking to their level, you have already lost. Because your agenda is now set by that person. You are no longer on your own path, but reacting inside the chaos they created. The Stoic said, if a person can annoy you, they can control you. This is a very deep and powerful thought because it reveals where true power lies. In your reaction, imagine this. Everyone around you is angry. Someone is shouting, another aggressive, one more unjust. But you stand calm. You don't fall into their trap. This is not just external calmness, it's inner stability. Now ask yourself, where does this power come from? It comes from knowing yourself, staying true to your values, and refusing to let others control you. If you know that a person unfairly insulting you does not define who you are, then you are already free. You are not obligated to react. Your response is your silence, your smile, and continuing on your path. How do we protect inner calm? It's not just about saying, be quiet. It's a practice, a strength learned little by little in everyday life. Every time you resist provocation, breathe instead of responding, delay your reaction. Tell yourself, this doesn't align with my inner values. You strengthen that calm a little more. Calmness doesn't mean feeling nothing. Calmness is the power to control yourself even when you feel something. Here's a simple practice I call the 3-second choice. The next time something bothers you, 1. Take a deep breath. 2. Ask yourself inside, what is this trying to teach me? 3. Wait 3 seconds before responding. Those 3 seconds can save you from regret. They can save or break a relationship. They show you as a mature person. Ask yourself, how often do I get upset quickly because of what others say? Do I feel the need to respond to every word? Or do I own my calm and know how to protect it? If these questions make you think, it means you're ready to change. Because inner calm is a treasure no one can give you, but it's more valuable than anything else. Toxic people know one thing well. The easiest way to control you is to touch your emotions. They say a word, you immediately react. They give a look, you instantly tense up. They criticize, you start doubting your worth. This is a game, and every time you react automatically, you become part of it. Imagine someone says, you're good for nothing. Now think carefully, it's just a sentence. The words themselves hold no power. What makes it powerful is your reaction, the meaning you give to those words. This is exactly what the Stoics mean. It's not the event that disturbs you, it's your reaction to it. This is a test of how strong and free you really are in life. If you don't own your emotions, they will own you, and you will get angry, sad, and even lose confidence over things you don't want. So how do we manage emotions? It's not solved by just saying be calm. It's a process that requires conscious practice and self-awareness. 1. Recognize the emotion. Admit you're angry. Say, I'm angry right now. Ooh, don't judge it. Being angry isn't wrong, but losing control is dangerous. 3. Understand the cause. Ask yourself, why do I feel this way? 4. Choose your response. You don't have to answer. You can stay silent, smile, or change the subject. 5. Breathe by time. Decide while calm, not in the heat of emotion. Anger, rage, fear, anxiety, these are waves, but you shouldn't drown in them. You must be the captain observing your emotions. If you're drowning in emotion, it leads you. But if you can watch, accept, and control it, you lead your life. What is true freedom? Many think freedom is going wherever you want, saying whatever you want. But for the Stoics, true freedom is not surrendering to your feelings. Someone insults you, you stay silent. Someone tries to humiliate you, you know your worth. Someone tries to shake you, you stand firm at your center. This is emotional freedom, and no money, status, or others' opinions can give you this freedom. This power exists only in the person who controls themselves. Take a moment to reflect. Who or what upset you last? At that moment, were you in control of your reaction, or did you act automatically? Could it be different next time? Yes, it can, because every emotional reaction is an opportunity to change. Toxic people, bad events, difficult situations, all of these can serve a purpose if you learn the right lesson from them. The Stoics said, no harm is purely harm. It is also a lesson. Now think about this. A friend who betrayed you taught you the boundaries of trust. A relationship that made you feel worthless forced you to search for your own value. People who deceived you taught you how to better read others. Many carry negative experiences in their memory, but fail to gain strength from them. But you can, because it is your choice. If someone has hurt you, ask yourself, did this experience weaken me or awaken me? Express the pain inside you differently. What did this show me that I couldn't see before? Turning negative energy into positive is not just for some people. It is possible for everyone. You just need to do 2 things. 1. Analyze the event with a calm mind. 2. Draw useful lessons from it for the future. Remember, you either carry your pain or use it as fuel. Whenever you feel pain inside, stop and ask yourself, what is this pain trying to teach me? How can I grow from this? If you adopt this perspective, you will harbor no grudges against anyone. Be stronger than anyone who tries to weaken you. And no toxic event will be able to destroy you, because you will feed on them. Poison with the right perspective can turn into medicine. Imagine dirty water poured onto a tree's roots, but the tree filters and cleans the dirt through its system and still grows green leaves. You too can cleanse the negative people and events in your life within yourself and turn them into strength. This ability is innate. It just needs to be awakened. Take a moment and reflect. What have you learned from someone who hurt you? In what way did a bad event in your life help you grow? If you had looked at that event differently, wouldn't you be stronger today? The answers to these questions mark the beginning of your inner transformation. Remember, toxic people will come and go in your life, but only you choose the meaning you give them. If you can learn from them, you have already won, because what shapes you is not what life gives you, but what you take from it. Toxic people are very good at one thing, pulling you down to their level. When you stay calm, they try to provoke you. When you are honest, they want to make you doubt yourself. When you are compassionate, they portray it as weakness. But the Stoics said, if someone drags you into their game and you join them, they have already won. Life is like a storm. People change, situations change, sometimes even those close to you test you. In such moments, only one thing can guide you: your values. Be just, speak the truth. Don't sell your morals. Even if others behave badly, respond by maintaining your level. Because this is not just kindness, and this is strength. Maintaining your level is a sign of strength, not weakness. When toxic people try to bring you down, you don't shout like them. Don't slander like them. Don't hold grudges like them. That is true strength. Because every time you respond to evil with evil, you turn your energy into their toy. If you abandon your principles, you become part of the same system. People will come and go. Some will understand you, others will oppose you. But if you stay true to your ethics, respect, and dignity, you are already above most. This is life's test. Every toxic person is like a test of your inner strength. The question is, will you get dirty with them? Or will you cleanse them with your dignity? Sometimes saying nothing and simply staying true to your values is the greatest response. Your silent stance is more powerful than someone else's loud chaos. Were you insulted? Don't respond, keep your level. Were you betrayed? Don't become like them, stay honest. Were you deceived? Don't lose your dignity, keep walking the right path. Because their behavior shows who they are, and your behavior shows who you are. Yes, toxic people will test you. Sometimes you will feel that being a good person is pointless. But at that moment, ask yourself, am I willing to give up my identity because of someone else's negative behavior? If your answer is no, then you are protecting your inner strength. Your values are the main pillar that makes you different and strong in this life. Toxic situations can confuse you so much that you sometimes forget yourself. You don't notice how the days pass. Conversations end in arguments, days are heavy, your spirit gets tired, and you forget. This life is yours. It does not have to be lived with resentment, anger, and bitterness. According to the Stoics, the thing people waste most is time. Money can come back, friends can change, opportunities can arise again. But 1 hour, 1 day, 1 year gone will never return. Days filled with toxic people, meaningless arguments, dramas that exhaust you and shake your spirit. That is a lost life. Ask yourself, is this person or situation worth taking a day of my life? If the answer is no, walk away. It does not matter how much someone hurts you. What matters is how you protect your happiness. If you wake up every day with drama, if you leave every conversation disappointed, if every encounter brings you despair, this is a signal for you. It is time to change. Spend your time, energy, and life force on your growth, your values, and your goals. Because you did not come to this world to sacrifice yourself. You came to know yourself and live. Realize the brevity of life now, so it's not too late later. Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "Life is not short. We make it short by wasting it on meaningless things." In other words, the time life gives you is enough. But if you spend it on people who don't understand you, on people who hurt you, on joining other people's games, what will be left? Maybe one day you'll wake up and say, so much time has passed, but what have I done for myself? The toxic sides of life will never completely disappear. Toxic people, negative situations, emotional games. But remember, the difference is not in their presence, but in how you respond to them. When you stay silent, calm, and true to your values, the power is already in your hands. Now ask yourself, who is the toxic person in my life that leaves me exhausted after every meeting? Which situation drains my energy and weighs on my spirit every time? Which habit weakens me and holds me back? And most importantly, starting today, how will I set boundaries with it? This question may seem simple, but its answer is the beginning of your inner freedom. Remember, you didn't choose the poison, but you can choose to learn from it. Sometimes life presents us with people and situations we don't want. But the Stoics say, it's not what happens that matters, but how it makes you react inside. In other words, you have a choice. To be a victim or to learn and become stronger. To get angry or to stay calm. To remain in darkness or to light your own fire. Your calmness is your strength. Your values are your weapon. Mastering your emotions is the path to freedom. The principles we talked about in this video are not just theory, they are powerful tools to apply in daily life. If these ideas gave you strength to take a step forward, if you feel a little clearer and stronger, like the video, it means a lot to us. Share it with your friends. Maybe someone needs to hear these words. Subscribe to our channel, because together, we learn the Stoic mindset and the path to a strong and calm life. See you in the next video. Stay safe.